What work? What is that? Like, I don't do that. What? Ain't no topics no more, man. I'm done.
Yeah.
You sure? Or should we come back?
I think that'd be a good call to do it.
We just quit right now?
No, I'm having fun.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you said, when it feels like work, that's when we do it.
Well, I'm having fun
right now.
too.
Yeah, I'm always having fun. Come on.
You know I'm having fun? Because I just dropped the logo. I just dropped the logo to somebody that is a big supporter of our channel.
I was...
You know?
I thought you were talking about Juju for a second. Because he's having fun on the milk crate.
Oh, no. Well, you know, some people milk crate, but you know what helps with the milk crate? When your aerodynamic is right. And you know how you get your aerodynamic right? When you use that Lawnmower 4.0. You know, the one with the light.
So Juju didn't need the spotters?
Who needs a spotter when you're aerodynamic, baby? Because when it's hot, because it's the summertime right now, it's still August. When it's hot, you know, you perspire a little bit, and that perspiration could alter your balance. We know hair in certain areas, you know, promotes a little bit more heat, which promotes a little bit more perspiration. But when you use that Lawnmower 4.0, baby, we trim that grass. And when you trim that grass, you get a little more wind down that way, and that should help those people out. And that's how you get that bounce like that. And that's why my man was able to just pop, down the thing like
Completed the milk crate challenge.
Absolutely, man. So if you want to complete the milk crate challenge, baby, what you need to do is get that Lawnmower 4.0. All right, that performance package 4.0. But more importantly, you need to use that promo code, which is MOATS. And when you use that promo code, you get 20% off along with free shipping. Who doesn't want free shipping? Who doesn't want 20% off? Who doesn't want to be aerodynamic below the waist? That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. Crop reviver, crop refresher. Can't go wrong with it, baby. Manscaped. Trust us. We're the experts. We talk about it and we try it, man. Listen, when we say the delicate ones appreciate it, they will. All right. Either way, we're going to be rocking to this 53-man roster. So with that conversation, though, man, who are you most surprised by getting released right now?
Well, they came back. Okay. My main two, I had three. The one I'm not surprised by, I was just more bummed out about. Mm-hmm. The main two were Rashad Coward and BJ Finney. Yeah. Just because of our offensive line. I thought we would keep more guys for depth. We ended up only keeping 8.
Yeah. 8 on the active. And then they brought back Rashad.
They brought them both back.
They brought back BJ.
They brought them both back. I saw a tweet about it.
Good. Because that's the other thing right now. It's like tweet. You got to like follow the tweets to.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts right now.
Then the other one's Quincy Roche.
He just signed with the Giants.
He got picked up by the Giants. I understand it because Jameer Jones definitely earned it over him.
Yeah.
I didn't know if they were going to keep 5 outside linebackers, but they decided to pick another position to add that depth to.
Yeah, it looks like they went the inside linebacker route, honestly.
Inside and defensive lineman. The defensive lineman, though, as we're seeing with Tuitt, that's what I was guessing. Just to hope one of these guys steps up early on in the season and could replace Tuitt somewhat, or at least a combo of them.
Yeah.
But that was probably it. Out of the ones, let me pull up the screenshot real quick to see if I'm missing. No, because like Mark Gilbert, Cassius Marsh, Arthur Millette, I was really surprised by. He's back on the team.
Yes,
though, too.
He is. Correct.
So of the 3 or 4 guys that I was surprised with, 3 of them are back on the roster. Rashad Coward, BJ Finney, Arthur Millette. Roche gets picked up by the Giants. But I wasn't as surprised with Roche just because I thought Jones earned it over him.
Now, I do agree.
I thought Roche would be potentially practice squad.
Yeah.
But Giants picked him up, so that's our own fault.
For me, man, a couple of guys that I was kind of surprised with. Number one, we laugh about it, but in all seriousness, like the Derrick White move, I was a little bit surprised just because seeing how the team brought back Trey Edmonds to be on the practice squad as well. I just didn't understand why you would keep both of them essentially if you were going to have a long-term option in Derrick, since he has the more money, he has the contract. I was just a little surprised.
He's only got 1 year left.
True. But when you look at how much he's going to account for this year, it just turns out how much you're paying him versus how much you're paying Trey Edmonds in comparison to what their impact necessarily is. That part to me was a little surprising. I just didn't think that it was so one-sided for Derrick that you would go that route, or the money made that much sense for you. So I guess for me, like, that was a little bit of a surprise. Another guy, though, not necessarily the Quincy Roche, but the Cassius Marsh not being brought back to practice squad a little bit is surprising to me as well.
Let me check to see.
Unless he has, because from last thing I checked, I didn't see him get brought back. And I thought that he was a guy that had I mean, him and Jameer Jones, Jameer and Quincy, I thought all played well. I just thought Jameer beat those guys out, but I did think a part of me was going to see Cassius at least be brought back because he gives you at least some veteran experience as well, especially early on in the season when we don't know what TJ might look like in that first portion.
Nothing. So he is not back with the Steelers right now.
That is interesting right there, man.
So you were surprised with Marsh?
Well, because I thought he did enough. I thought that he did enough that it was intriguing to keep him on practice squad, not active. And the reason I say practice squad is because TJ coming back, caution, like, just be prepared. I mean, I hope he balls out. I hope he hits the ground running. But you even heard Keith Butler today talk about early in the season, even when guys who are there in training camp, you rotate them more frequently because it's not the same as game speed. It's not the same as regular season game speed, along with it being hot because it's September. So for me, I'm thinking to myself, okay, no, TJ hadn't been out here for this portion. You're going to be wanting to get him back up to speed right now. If something were to happen, we sit in, you got Ingram, you got Highsmith, which we like. But then from there, Jameer, we're hoping that he can step in, but it gets thin. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, especially with us just losing Roche like that.
Absolutely.
I thought he was going to stay on the practice squad, but Giants kind of saw what we did whenever we drafted him.
The Giants, man, this is the second year in a row, third year in a row they've done this now, man.
Is it going to be the Tuzar Skipper trajectory? Or is he going to prove the Steelers wrong and make us look foolish?
How you think it plays out?
Probably the Tuzar Skipper, honestly.
Man. Ye of little faith. Or you of little faith. That's what you say,
real.
Right?
We get hyped about these dudes because it's the off season. When the regular season comes around, like these dudes ain't seeing the field. Maybe Roche in 2 or 3 years, 4 years, it's just going to be a name that we look back on. But if you're putting money on it, I'm saying the Tuzar Skipper.
I agree.
Nothing against them. It's just you're playing the odds there.
I mean, are we supposed to play the odds though? Are we supposed to just be die hard?
No, you're not. Because
like, it's going to work out.
If you're a player, works out. If you're a player, no. Because James Harrison, if he just went with the odds, he wouldn't be borderline Hall of Famer, Super Bowl champion, Defensive Player of the Year for us. He was in and out of teams. It was us, the Ravens. Like there's no way his career played out how it should have. That's what happens when you beat the odds.
Got a point. Definitely got a point there, man. Definitely got a point there.
I was a little surprised we kept Snell.
Because right now, no news on Jalen Samuels being back.
He's back.
He practice squad now. Okay, so we brought him back. That's that.
He's sticking around. Him and Evans, dude.
These moves like that. That's why I'm like, for me, I'm just like, okay, you see the initial cut, and then I'm like, they brought him back still. So I don't like the numbers right now, man. It's just crowded. Like in terms of you keep Biddy still, but you keep Jalen Samuels on practice squad. I don't know. It just seems like redundant to me, man.
The guys we talked about earlier, let me double check. Coward, Finney, and Millette, they're on the 53, correct?
No, I thought Coward got brought back to the practice squad from what I saw on social.
Hold on,
but like I said, the problem is because they don't have to, they officially put those signings back out there just yet. We got to check it out organically, baby.
I do think this is the roster because this was the 3 players. Steelers placed 3 players on reserve injured list, bring back 3 players who are released.
Okay.
I think that is the 53-man roster. Zach Banner, McFarland, Tuitt. Let's see here. Steelers said, with the open spots, Steelers announced they brought back 3 players who released on Tuesday. Coward, Finney, Millette. I'm not seeing anything about practice squad. No, it doesn't say.
That's the only thing, man, because I could have sworn I saw something about Coward, the practice squad, but it could be.
Either way, he's still back.
Yeah. Well, and when I think of the active, though, it could still make sense in the sense of Coward is a vested veteran, meaning you could release him and he's not subject to waivers. Meaning when you release him, other teams can't just say we're going to claim him. He has to say, I want to go there. So if you're the Steelers and you come to Rashad, you say, hey, look, you made this team, but we need to protect this player.
Same with probably Millette and Finney then.
Exactly, because this guy right here, whether it is Jameer Jones, whether it's Trey Norwood, whether it's any of these other guys who if you release them, they're subject to waivers. Any team, and it's based on your finishing order of how the waiver goes. So even though we released them, we wouldn't even have first dibs to like bring that player back. They just kind of get out there to the Wolves and whoever takes them, takes them. That could be the reason why with those 3 dudes, why they did it like that. We release them and then just bring them back the next 100%. Day. Because all of those guys can fully just say, hey, look, I won't sign with you. I'm going to wait to come back to the Steelers. And they are able to do that because of how many years they've played.
Someone's getting bumped off for Joseph, though.
Oh, yeah, it's happened.
Someone's got to. But now with that theory.
Practice squad, though, you take him practice squad to number 1, where's your conditioning at? Number 2, how long until you grasp the scheme? And then number 3, all right, we're ready to make you ready to bump you up. That's the only reason why you put him on practice squad. And that's the luxury of the new practice squad because of COVID right now, with that extended roster, the extended practice squad, along with the year limitations essentially being removed these past 2 years. He's been in the league
5 years right now.
Right, because typically only a person 2 years and under could be on the practice squad, whereas now you're getting 7, 8, 10, 12-year veterans could be on the practice squad right now. Like, that's just the rule. It's great because you get these opportunities like that, but yeah, this is interesting, man.
Going off your theory, then, it'll be interesting to see who gets dropped down. How they feel about Trey Norwood, because he might be subject to the waivers then.
Yeah, absolutely.
If we drop him.
Yeah.
But I think that would be the one that would make most sense. You drop Norwood, bring up Joseph.
But and
maybe they'll drop someone else, though. So
they're still subject to waivers. They're still subject to waivers, but the timing is different. Think about what yesterday was. Every team in the league was releasing players, right? So if you're a scout, if you're a GM, that's the day where you're like, yo, whoever is a guy that we really want, we're searching, we're looking for everybody. You're not going to have a guy just slip under the radar. Whereas, say for Trey, you want to wait a week. Might be a little different now. You do that move a week from now on a Friday. Hey, Trey, we're going to release you on Friday. We'll sign you back Monday. You won't play in the opener, but after that, you'll be good. Don't worry about it. All right, cool. And you just hope that because it's opening week and teams have already had their rosters essentially locked down and they're ready for game 1.
They're focused on their own
players.
Right.
That guy can just survive the weekend, and after you bring him back and you're good to go. That's, from my personal experience, that's how I've seen not just the Steelers, but teams in the NFL, they operate like that around cuts early on in the season.
Yeah. Anything else? I don't think there was too many surprises outside of what we mentioned. I guess keeping the 6 inside linebacker.
I was going to say that was the next
UG3, definitely. I was surprised by that. Spillane, he could have went either or, but it looks like they trusted him enough or feel more comfortable.
Marcus Allen went to IR, right? Did he?
I don't know what they did with him.
I know they were talking about doing it. I don't know if they officially did it. I know they were definitely talking about that, though.
I'll check real quick.
Yeah.
I got this Twitter search bar up.
Hey, man, you are on the money today, baby. I don't know what's gotten into. I don't know if you found some love. If you got a little girlfriend, you went to a little wedding. Did you catch the garter? That what happened? Or you catch the bouquet? What you do?
No, dude. I told you I showed up just for the reception.
I'm just, that's when they throw it at the reception.
No, I'm sorry. This is more like the after party to the reception.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the reception was done. Everyone, I just met everyone back at the hotel. Okay. I am not seeing anything on Marcus Allen right now. Marcus Allen stayed on the 53. This is some rando on Twitter. Okay. Stayed on the 53. We're going to him for our news source.
All right. Shout out to the randos on Twitter.
Which indicates his hammy industry isn't bad.
Well, that's good. Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Who said it was a hammy?
This is Mike _swaggin_you. Maybe they're in the chat.
Hammy, though? Did anyone else say it was a hammy?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
He's going off his eye test.
I don't like hammy. I don't want it to. I hope it's not hammy. But yeah. But that's,
sorry,
if he is healthy, that's good though, man. If he is healthy, I do like that.
Yeah, so we're surprised with them keeping UG3. I definitely was. I was just like, why?
Now knowing that Marcus Allen is healthy, absolutely, because what's the point right now?
You got your future guy in Buddy Johnson. You got your guy you trust maybe for a few snaps this year in Spillane.
But you got
Marcus Allen with the speed,
and you already got your 2 main guys in Devin Bush and Joe Schobert. That's the thing. Like for me, when I literally wrote down my notes, I said inside linebackers and interior D line. At first, I didn't understand it, and then as I got to thinking more about the D line situation with Tuitt, and then seeing him subsequently get put to injury reserve, I said, okay, that makes more sense now. The inside linebacker position, with all those guys being healthy, it's not adding up. But that makes me think that potentially, when we talk about some of these moves that could be still happening, the inside linebacker room could be a spot that has a little bit more movement. Now, Keith Butler did say this also in terms of why initially they kept all those guys. They said that it was more so the special teams element. With UG3, definitely Marcus Allen and Spillane, they give you a lot on special teams, but he was saying that was the biggest reason why at certain positions, especially inside linebacker, they kept so many of those guys compared to other positions. But then he also said for the DB room, with only being 4 corners, that he is not, comfortable with that. And he said we should go to Never Never Land, to find another one. I love Butts. That's my dog. And as soon as I read the quote first and I said, yep, Butts said it. And I clicked the video. I said, oh, yeah, Butts definitely said that. Yeah. Do you know where Never Never Land is so we can get some of these corners, though, baby?
Well, I don't know. It might be down where you used to go to school.
Oh, hey, now.
I would love that pickup, man.
James Madison.
We talked about that. Jimmy Moreland be sick.
Come on now.
Carl Joseph fills that a little bit, though. I know we're going to talk about him a little bit, but that's not bad. It's a step in the right direction. I do think one more move needs to be made at cornerback. Hopefully one more at offensive tackle. I just don't know who's out there for offensive tackle. At least there's some names out there for cornerback.
No, we got right tackle names. There's some right tackle names out there.
Who's out there?
If you're looking for right tackle.
Schwartz still.
He's still available, yeah.
You think that's viable at this point?
What do you mean? He should be way healthier.
I was going to say, I know we were concerned about his back injury.
That was the biggest reason then. It was too fresh because he had got it scoped like right at the end of the season. I didn't like that. And remember, they went to the Super Bowl, so he waited after the Super Bowl, right?
That's the point where you're shelling out money.
Yeah. It was like, I don't want to do that. Now we're at the point where
if you do a workout with him.
Right. It's like, yo, how healthy are you? Let me see how you look.
So now all of a sudden our offensive line, Schwartz, Turner, Green, Dotson, Dan Moore.
It's interesting though.
I would like that.
It's interesting. But for me, man, I'm not gonna lie. Chooks at right tackle, man. Y'all, I feel way better.
Whoa.
I feel way better.
So the Steelers were lying to us.
We'll talk. You know what's coming up. We're going to talk about it. We'll definitely talk about it.
It's either that or they're worse scouting than some of us out here.
We'll rap about it. You know how we'll do. I mean, it's not the first time where we've seen the team or just organizations in general make decisions and we're kind of like scratching our head behind it. But sometimes, as we've said before, it's bigger than just what you see on the field. That narrative of every coach always plays the best player every single time. No, they don't. That's a lie. Oh, they're always going to play this guy because he's a better player. He goes there. He's going to play in that position. No, that's not how it works. Professionally, it's so much that goes into it, whether it's money, whether it's draft position, whether it is reputation, whether it is just we've done this for so long together. A lot of factors play into who's on that field more so than just the most talented guy being on the field. I know. I mean, as we said, it sounds just not the best, approach, but
you saw Dotson last year.
But that's the truth. I mean, he's a prime example, but it's plenty of guys around the league where that happens, where it's just, hey man, for whatever reason, the organization wants to go that route, whether it's a guy playing out of position, whether it's a guy that is in line for a bonus. I mean, dude, it's some stuff that happens, bro. I've told you some of the stuff behind the scenes, bro. Stories. Yeah, it happens a lot. Every organization. So yeah.
I'm an idiot. I was acting like a couple minutes ago, like, oh, I'm not surprised really by anything else. Then we name inside linebackers, then we name 4 cornerbacks.
Right.
4 cornerbacks actually was pretty shocking too.
4, like in a passing league.
Well, we brought Millette back. That was the main one where I'm like, oh wait, so our main slot corner is Cam Sutton. This is actually going to have to happen how I was predicting or how I was hoping. Pierre on the outside, Sutton on the inside. Hold on.
Keith Butler also said we got 3 options, but he's not going to tell us which one. He's going to make Buffalo have to figure that out of who's going to be the starting slot corner. He said who's the starting slot corner.
With Millette back, though.
So you got options.
I guess there's a 4th option now.
So you got options, man.
Or combination, however we want to say it.